First, I'd like to introduce Kent Harrison Robbins, who's an environmental attorney and on the executive committee of the Sierra Club Miami Group.
Hi, I'm Kent Harrison Robbins. You know, the tragedy of the Gulf is not just visible from the oil slicks, but from the death of the life and wildlife of the Gulf. The dispersal chemicals that are being used by the oil companies have not been okayed by the EPA and by our government to be used in the water. There have been no environmental impact statements to allow the dispersal chemicals that are being pumped into the Gulf at the rate of 100,000 gallons per day. It's an outrage that this is happening. The outcome of this is a toxic brew that's being put into the Gulf that will be killing the wildlife. For while it will disperse 70% of the oil that it hits into micro and small bits and particles, it will also mix with very toxic chemicals that when they make contact with the wildlife will kill, maim, and destroy mammals, marine mammals, as well as plankton, as well as coral reefs. What we see in the news of the oil coming into Louisiana is a tragedy. Louisiana and Alabama and Mississippi had the horrors of Katrina and the destruction on its shores. But the horror of what's going to happen to the wildlife is going to exacerbate the economic damage to the Gulf. What's happening right now, on the surface you have the oil, and below the surface you have currents of toxic poisons that are invisible being dispersed throughout the Gulf. Visible toxic brew that's going through the Gulf is not visible but underground and going with the currents. And they're going to slowly kill the fisheries and the wildlife and the reefs. And you won't even know it's happening. There'll be no database. You'll have no knowledge of it, and slowly but surely the fisheries will die off from this poison. They'll die off maybe 30%, maybe 40%. We're talking right now with the scientists. I've been working with environmental lawyers. We were the first to go into the courts and open up the courthouse, the federal courthouse, and to enable an injunction to prevent the oil companies from another cover-up they've been involved in. The oil companies and their cleanup agencies knowingly and conspired to try to suppress lawsuits by the fishing industry. The small fishermen whose oil capacity, whose fishing abilities were going to be knocked out, were approached to help in the cleanup campaign. And they try to get these fishermen to sign these 17-page contracts, which basically said they waived their right to claims, they waived their right to damages, they waived their right to be able to go out against the oil companies. This is the type of treacherous industry we're going out. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. We need to stop drilling now. Stop drilling now.
Stop drilling now! Stop drilling now! Stop drilling now! Stop drilling now! Stop drilling now!